Hello, everyone. My name is Phoenix Fire, and welcome to a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game called. Not that. Sorry. Five Nights at Freddy's Across the Street. Now, I'm just going to be real. As you can see, I've already played the game. But something went wrong in my previous recording. And so I've already played up to night three. However, I don't want any of you guys to miss out on the action. So I will be playing the game over again. Just know that I will know what to do in the nights and the mini games that are there. But since I've only made it to night three, I don't know everything. And I do just want to point out that this is a very stressful game. Like, it's been a while since a Five Nights at Freddy's game was able to make me feel this stressed. Fan or real Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh yeah, he can't. You can't mute him, so you're just gonna have to listen to him with me. But yeah, this is a stressful game. I'm just gonna say it now.
Hey, Scott. It's me, Oliver. Happy to see you took the night job. I know it's one of the more,
Scott Cawthon.
interesting jobs over there, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Now, boss told me to call you every night to make sure
I'm trying to
you
get to
know
night
what's
three
going on
again,
and everything.
but
I'm sorry we couldn't give you more
yeah,
proper training.
I kept dying.
We've been really busy over here and
How
don't
can I
have
mute
any extra
this?
time.
I
So
would
this
love
is
to
the
mute
best we can
this.
do. So, as you know, we have the old FazBear animatronics stored over there in the facility. We were going to use them for the new location, but they were just too old, and, what happened over there was,
Can't talk until you stop talking.
tragic. So we decided against that last minute. We designed for brand new, more polished and kid-friendly animatronics to use here. But we have to keep the old ones as we plan to use them for extra parts. So, to make sure that they stay in good condition, they're still active. That's why you're here. They're going to be walking around, and we can't let their servos lock up.
Of
Now,
course.
with that, it's state law that any
Well,
security guard that has to deal with
they get
live
turned off for
three-year-old
too long.
animatronic characters has to have a way to keep them out of their office. This was made back when a night guard sued Fredbear's for a close call that could have hurt him. So, to comply with that law, we have the two sliding doors to your left and right. If you see someone outside the door, just close it and their system should restart, and we'll go back to where they came from. Now, I wish it was that easy for you, but unfortunately,
Freddy.
it's not. A friend of mine was working there the week before you, and he reported some odd behavior. The bunny, he acts normal. He might walk to your left door, and if you see him there, just close the door. Now, Chica, the yellow chicken, she's sneaky. She'll wait on camera 5 and sneak up on the door. If you see Chica on camera 5, just close the right door. She'll try to sneak up on the door and hold it open. And if you see her in your office, it's too late. All right? All right. So remember to check camera 5, close the doors if you see anyone, and you'll be all right. Great. That's it for tonight. Good night.
So as I was saying before that guy started talking, this is a very stressful game, and it has been a very long time since I felt stressed by any of the FNAF games. The jump scares, the two that actually have gotten me, which I won't spoil, one of them. Like, I got killed by Foxy, and he's very startling. And I got jump scared by something that's not really a jump scare, but it's supposed to be. Well, not an animatronic jump scare, but it is a jump scare. I won't spoil what it is. I'm not going to spoil what this game has. Just because I've been to night three doesn't mean I'm going to leave out any information or spoil any information. I'm going to leave out all the information, let you guys experience it up to night three with me. Maybe if I get to night four, then we'll see. But as of right now, you're in the dark. I'm not in the dark. You're going to be me when I first started playing this before things went wrong. And we're going to sit. I do have to say though, this game it progresses very fast. If you're watching both Bonnie here and Chica, nothing happens on night one. which does lead to a gigantic ramp up in difficulty for the later nights. But honestly, it's not really a bad thing, because this time stalling animatronics on the cameras actually is a thing that works. Because that's what, yeah, see, she moved only when I swapped the camera. Five Nights at Freddy's is a game, it's supposed to work that you stall all the animatronics on the cameras, because they can't move if you're watching them. Like, pretty much Foxy all around. You're not active this night! Okay, that was Foxy's jump scare. That was the one that actually got me. Oh, night one is gonna be a problem. Really? Do I have to beat night one again from new game? Well, I want you guys to see up to night three. Here we go. I gotta listen to the phone call again. Mute call buttons exist for a reason. I don't know. I'm not getting mad at the game, despite what you're thinking. I'm only upset at small things. This game's really good, but I honestly, Foxy. Is that a reference to Five Nights at Freddy's 1? The rumor where Foxy can actually become active on night one if you don't watch the
Hey,
cameras?
Scott. It's me, Oliver. Happy to see you took the night job. I know it's one of the more,
And you're standing up now.
interesting jobs over there.
Just
But I'm
interesting.
sure you'll enjoy it.
How often do you stand up and how often do you not stand up,
Call you every
Bonnie?
night to make sure you know what's going on and everything. I'm sorry we couldn't give you more proper training, but we've been really busy over here and don't.
It's worth a
have
shot,
extra
because
time.
that's
So this
Foxy's
is the
mechanic.
best we can
As
do.
you read down here when he got me.
As you know,
That's Foxy's
we
mechanic.
have the old FazBear animatronics stored over there.
You gotta use the lullaby to keep him
We
asleep.
were going to use them for the new location.
I wasn't using the cameras
they
so
were
I could
just
get
too
Chica
old.
to do her thing.
You know, what happened
But-
over there was tragic.
But if he's
So
gonna
we
actually be a
decided
threat
against
on
that
night
last
one,
minute. We designed
that's interesting.
four brand
It's
new,
very
more
interesting. I'm
polished
gonna have
and
to.
kid-friendly
It's
animatronics to use
interesting,
here.
to say the
But we
least.
have to keep the old ones as we plan to use them for extra parts. So to make sure that they stay in good condition, they're still active.
Of course they
That's
are.
why you're here. They're going to be walking around, and we can't let their servos lock up. Now, with that, it's state law that any security guard that has to deal with live free-roam animatronic characters has to have a way to keep them out of their office. This was made back when a night guard sued Fredbear
Casually checking on Foxy.
close call that could have hurt him. So, to comply with that law, we have the two sliding doors to your left and right. If you see someone outside the door, just close it and their system should restart, and we'll go back to where they came from. Now, I wish it was that easy for you, but unfortunately, it's not. A friend of mine was working there the week before you, and he reported some...
The week before the
odd
book that comes out
behavior.
later this year.
The bunny, he acts normal. He might walk to your left door, and if you see him there, just close the door. Now, Chica, the yellow chicken, she's sneaky. She'll wait on camera 5 and sneak up on the door. If you see Chica on camera 5, just close the right door. She'll try to sneak up on the door and hold it open. And if you see her in your office, it's too late. All right? All right. So remember to check camera 5, close the doors if you see anyone, and you'll be all right. Great. That's it for tonight. Good night.
Interestingly enough, despite everything I've tried, only Chica moved this night. Because one of the nights, before I realized Foxy can kill you this night, I was just, in my previous recordings, I had accidentally hit continue and played the first night without realizing that new game was there. Because new game looked like it was blacked out, so like not able to be pressed. So I hit continue and watched the both of them. Then on my later night one, when I actually hit new game, I found out that watching them back and forth like this, and I'm just adding Foxy because he killed me. Watching them back, see, she moved. Watching them back and forth like this actually prevents them from killing you. But And then I figured out once Chica actually did start moving, then it was all fine because now the game could be played, and I don't see her, which is unnerving. Just gonna. But Bonnie has not moved on night one, as far as I know. And he only started moving on night three, but we'll get to that. Just gonna lullaby. There we go. Just gonna get Foxy's lullaby. I don't really want him leaping through the window while I'm trying to hold off Chica. If you can't tell, Foxy's right here. I mean, I've circled over him, but it might not have been obvious what I was circling over, but Foxy's right there. I don't recognize this music box. Oh, dang, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, there she is. I was going back and forth talking, and I didn't realize Chica had left. I don't recognize the music box. Maybe someone will be able to point out what song it is. I don't think it's a Five Nights at Freddy's music box we've heard before, but maybe it is. Maybe it's like a slowed down version of like the Shadow Bonnie music box or something. And I'm not risking it. Bonnie hasn't moved at all. He's just looking at me. Freddy is right there. Freddy's in Cam too. His mechanic you'll learn his mechanic. I hate it. Is all I'm gonna say. I hate it. I do like the music. I do like Foxy's Lullaby. It's a cool little musical number there. Time to go on night two, where I was stressed out for a while. And if history repeats itself, you'll see why. By the way, I don't know if this is just because the build of the game I'm playing. I downloaded this a couple months ago. Not a couple months, but like a month ago. Trying to worm away about making a video about it, but then my game storage was full, so I couldn't. And I don't know. The developer probably has updated it in the time since then, but this guy, talking to him leads to a bug. Like, I don't know if it's a common bug, but talking to him. This is loud. Talking to him leads to a bug where you won't be able to progress the dialogue box. It'll be down here, and it'll be empty. Like here, I'll show you an example of the dialogue box. See? But it would just be black, and you wouldn't be able to progress it. Here right now. Looks like Henry's been working on taxes. These are dated this year, 1978. You see, those two dialogue options of the office and the taxes are what you get when you talk to Mr. Grayman up there. And it just sort of broke. I'm not risking it again, because that means I'd have to quit the game, play night one again, just to finish this for you guys.
Welcome to the FazBear Entertainment Repair Help Tape. I am FazBot V1 and I will guide you through the repair process. First we must check the character's servo system. Grab the tablet on the table and grab the tablet on the table and grab the tablet on the table and
June 13th, 1971. That was the last time we met. Do you remember? It's the puppet. I sure do. Hello, Mr. Afton. That. Okay. It really has been quite some time. I'll explain later, but yeah. Don't be scared of me. This fabric suit has no bones. But if you kill again, I will give them life. Interesting how it's foxy. And they will have bones of steel. The steel of your own design. So go on, kill more. Oh, hi. I forgot. It will only make killing you easier. Goodbye, Mr. Afton. Charlie's out for revenge. I'm sure we will meet again soon. I'm just gonna say it right now. The characters of like the bite victim, the puppet, well, Afton children. The names are different. The names are different, and that's totally fine. Lionel Scott can make his own, can put names where he wants them, and he can do as he wishes. This is a FNAF fan game. He can do as he pleases. It's just a little weird that it's different names from the canon, except for one, which we'll get to. But yeah, we'll get to to it. But the names are different from the current canon lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. That doesn't mean this game's bad or anything. It's just it's his own name, or their own naming. I'm not really gonna be rude since I don't know their gender, but it's their story they want to tell, and they have every right to make names where they want them. So let's just get in here, and I'll show you why night two became stressful if it happens again. And the oh, fences light up before you press them. Okay,
Hey, Scott. See, that wasn't so
you're
hard,
standing.
right? Now, I didn't get to everything last night, specifically about Foxy. He's in camera 10. He'll just sit there and slowly, wake up, I guess you could call it. Now, the only way to keep him asleep is to play the lullaby on camera 10. It, for whatever reason, calms him down. So remember to play the lullaby from time to time, alright? Sweet. I'm sure you already noticed, but on the cam system there are 4 fence buttons. Pressing one will close a corresponding fence around the facility. You can use this to stop a character in their tracks. Now, the fences run on the backup power system, and you can only have one closed at a time. And even then, they'll automatically open back up after a few seconds. So, while it's not a permanent solution, it can buy you some time if you need it. Now, over here, things are still going according to plan. The new versions of the animatronics should be coming in tomorrow, I think. It's going to take a few days to set them up and make sure they're working properly. We're also going to be reusing one of the older characters, from FredBear's actually. It's not really an animatronic, it's more of a puppet type thing. We plan on going over and visiting the storage location tomorrow to get it and move it into the new location. We know FredBear's has a pretty bad reputation, but when that incident happened, the puppet character was still brand new and not really associated with the company yet. So it should be fine to use. It'll keep the young kids entertained. Alright, so remember to check the doors, check camera 5, and play Foxy's lullaby. Okay, good night, Scott.
Interesting, because Scott isn't the night guard until Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Because Scott is or Five Nights at Freddy's 1, which comes after Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in the timeline. Well, I guess if he's still a FazBear employee, he would still have to do this. And he does. I guess he would be the manager of the new location. I don't know. Not risking it. Not risking it. Foxy's got me, and it's quite the jump. Freddy's moving. Oh. Because Scott's the phone guy for Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2. He also is in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 as the springlock suit guy who's like in the tapes that the scavenger guy find. He's tape guy, I guess you could say. Phone tape guy. Which those tapes do in canon come before Five Nights at Freddy's 2, because that's technically like a Freddy's slash Fredbear's location. Forgot it all about with springlock suits. But it's interesting that he's out here because the only other time in canon he's the security guard in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 that died before you got there. But then again, I guess this would give him experience to camera systems. Freddy's moving. Yeah, see, this is what stressed me out. Freddy's right here. But you'll learn why I'm not so stressed about it in a little bit. Why I was, not why I'm. What did I say? You'll learn why I'm not stressed about it in a little bit. Whatever. Whatever I said, just know that you'll figure out the answers soon enough, because we're almost at the night where I didn't beat the game, or I did the night I didn't beat. Emphasis on the cameras. I love that. Five Nights at Freddy's tends to have the well, not anymore. FNAF 3 tried to kind of did solve the problem, and FNAF 4 didn't have any cameras. Cameras have been non-existent since FNAF 4, but I love that this game emphasizes the cameras, because you've got to learn the routes of the animatronics. Like, I'm not entirely sure how Freddy goes from here to here. Maybe you can use the fences to stop him, but I'm not sure. That's fence 3. You're not moving. Straight. Why doesn't Bonnie move? He's usually the first one to move in every other game. Even the ones where Bonnie is a different character, he's moving. Oh boy. Then again, for FNAF 3, Springtrap is just Springtrap, and he's the only one there. This is the old barn I used it as my old workshop when I was working. Hey, that's a typo. Supposed to be on the animatronics. I haven't used it in years, I think. Also, you think you haven't used it in years. Why would you think that? You should know that. Also, yeah, this doesn't prompt any dialogue. None of these boxes do. Why would you not know if you've used this barn in years? It's kind of obvious. It would be very obvious. This is where we buried our old dog Sparky. I miss him. That he was a good boy. God, I need to clean this place up. I haven't done that. The news is on. I don't remember turning it on. Well, turn it off. It's wasting power. Everyone knows that wasting power is a bad thing. Oh, okay, still have paperwork. Miss Jones. Yellow. X. I'm pretty sure that's Michael, who's supposed to be Michael, but his name is Rich. Rick? Rich? Jonas and Rich's old room? He's probably Richard, which is weird because he's supposed to be Michael. Again, nothing wrong with the name changes. It's just a little weird because names are different. The names are different. That's all I'm saying. Nothing wrong with it. I don't want the developer to go back through and change it. I'm just saying it's not what I'm used to. I'm used to more. I like the fact that it actually does break away from the traditional Five Nights at Freddy's names, like Charlie as the puppet and Michael as the name of the security of Afton's non-bitten son, the scooped son, I guess you could say. And then the bitten one is Jonas. Jonas's room is untouched. Rich took all of his stuff when he left. I have no idea where he ran off. And you'll see, yeah, Father, it's the friend there. It's me, Jonas. It's me, Jonas. It's me. Don't be afraid I'm just a ghost like this, but it's nice to see you again. I have a question to ask, Father. Why did you kill Elizabeth? That's the puppet. Elizabeth is usually Afton's daughter, but that became Baby, but it's the puppet this time. She didn't deserve that. She was my only real friend. She told me she has a plan for you. I won't be able to stop her. So please don't hurt anyone again, please. Good night, Father. These cutscenes are so well animated. That's awesome. On to night 3. Let's see if I can beat this. This time.
Hey, Scott. Night 3. Great. Now, I keep forgetting to tell you about Freddy. You won't have to worry about him trying to get into your office. He actually tends to go towards the control room in camera 9. Now, that would be great if we didn't give him some of the new tech. You see, before we switched over to the new animatronic, we gave Freddy the ability to plug into arcades and machines to play games with the kids. We only gave him one game. It's a maze game, I think. Now, if he gets into the control room, he might plug himself into your camera system and start playing the game. You'll have to complete the game so it goes away and you can keep looking at the cams. Now, if you want to avoid that in the first place, you can use the fence system. All right, great. Now, about that puppet I was talking about last night, we went to the storage location there today. We opened
Freddy,
up the
there he
container
is.
with all the old Fredbear stuff.
I'll keep an eye on 4 for Freddy.
Oh, God. I'm not sure how well I'm gonna sleep. Fredbear, he's disgusting. You can still see the blood.
The
Of
bite.
course, the rabbit went missing back at the old location, but the puppet, something about it just makes me feel
No,
uncomfortable.
I meant
It's
3.
not
I meant
just me,
3.
too. We all hated being in there. It felt like it was watching us the whole time. I just hope the kids don't feel the same about it.
Well, you're going to see Freddy's
all right, I
mechanic and
gotta
why
go.
I hate
Good
him.
night.
I had to press 3 and now he's in there and it's annoying. Also, Bonnie starts moving this night and that's a struggle. Because he's so slow. Jeez Louise, again. This got me so bad the first time. ended up scaring the actual crap out of me because it's the Toreador March, which usually means Freddy's coming to kill you. But it wasn't that this time, and it was. And I was like, no, what's going on? And then I just turned on the camera. I was like, oh right, Freddy's Maze game mechanic. Okay, you're not moving. Damn it! Lullaby, Chica, where are you? Oh. See how this is going to be a problem? Because it also seems to end the lullaby immediately, which is not fun. And out of spite, I'm locking you in there, Freddy. Fence 3 is by camera 4. I need to remember that. So that I don't end up accidentally closing that one. Maybe I will be able to see Freddy on some of the... Oh no, these... Only this one and this one are fence cameras, not vent cameras. There we go. It's playing so that when Freddy's Maze game comes back, it won't be a problem. I'm going to watch Chica because she's a big problem. It's a good thing the Maze game don't jump scare you. Remember that? The Maze game? That's an old tactic you could use to scare the crap out of your friends. Thank you, stop! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Jeez. It's not difficult. It's just confusing. Lullaby. He was standing! And Chica's there now. Watching Chica seems to be like a really good tactic. At least it's playing. At least it's playing. Bonnie's not moving. Chica's back. I hate you. I hate you, Freddy. I know it's constant, and that's possibly going to get really annoying, but I'm not risking Foxy, because as for all I know, it's immediate. Like, 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds, but like, it's very quickly after it stops playing that he'll get up and kill you. Also, surprising that he's able to go from here and just sprint jump, and then jump at you. It also seems that they're... Yes! Night 3! I'm gonna die on night 4, and then I'll end it. I'm not intentionally die on night 4, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to win. Oh no. Hey William, we're cleaning up. We're gonna have to get someone to clean this place up in the morning though, haha. Could you go and lock up the back room in the hallway? We gotta make sure it's locked. It is messy! What were these kids doing? Having wet paper towel fights? Maybe you could talk to him, it's just I got a bug or something? I don't know. Charlie, you gonna talk to me this time? Oh, it's the suit! Are we gonna put it on? And oh no. What's the cutscene that... Yep, we're gonna put it on. Surprising that William knew how to do this. And then it didn't go off a single time. Oh, no. Make the right choice. Well, we know that William doesn't. We know that William does not make the right choice. And it happens. And we all know what happens. Here we go. Interesting that just the suit never went off a single time for how dangerous those things were. Then again, as the inventor, I guess you know your way around. I gotta focus. Number 10. Bam. Chica. Bonnie didn't move a single time. I gotta watch more than Chica. I gotta watch the both of them.
Hi, Scott. You're still doing great, man. I, haven't. Working around that puppet thing is just... I don't know, man. It feels like there's something in that thing. Boss told me I'm gonna have to go into the FredBear container tomorrow to retrieve a couple old props, and dear Lord, I am dreading it. It's just gonna be me, and I don't know. But the new characters came in. So far, they're working great. Those things are incredible. They're tied into the local criminal database. They have facial recognition. It's crazy. Being around them makes me feel, safe. I know the kids will love them. So, yeah, that's it for tonight. Good night.
Close off Freddy. Because I'm gonna try and postpone him as much as I can. You haven't walked a single time. There is something in that puppet, the soul of a little girl, that William decided to just murder for no reason. You're so active, I hate you. You're not going. Chica, where are you? Do my best to close out Freddy and locate Chica, but oh, she's in there. Dang it. Where is Chica? I don't trust it. She's vanished. Imagine you're just accidentally walking out near this facility in the middle of the forest and you hear this. Just the music. There you are. Cheese Louise, Chica. What took you so long? It's the constant music box. It's playing without any end. You'd be sitting there wondering what in the world is going on. Wondering if, like, you're gonna die. And ultimately, if you get too close, they probably would kill you. I hate you. Don't do it. Chica? At least I can see you now, Chica. I have quite the strategy lockdown. When are they going to change it on me? Because even the official FNAF fan games love to change the formula around every now and again. Are they going to make Bonnie like hyperactive? Ha! Try to get through the fence now. No. No, wrong way! No! Chica, don't kill me! Foxy! Why'd you wait till right then to do it, Freddy? Suck! Why aren't you moving? I mean, thank you for not moving, but... Geez, takes my brain a couple seconds to actually realize which way I need to go. Why does that always cut off the music? That's a cool mechanic that it cuts off the music box. So you gotta be really careful. Okay. But it's somewhat annoying and very stressful. Oh boy. Oh, there's two people here now. Rip Sparky. Okay. Is that Henry? Hey William, can I talk to you for a minute? I've noticed you've been acting a bit out of character. I know you've kind of been in hibernation for a long time, so I get it. But I can't make it to work tomorrow, and everyone else is out too, so it's just gonna be you. I'm sorry to do that to you, and Fridays can be busy, so I'm gonna pay you double for tomorrow. I just ask that you stay a bit, like, hands off. I don't mean to be mean, I guess, but it would just be better for everyone, I think. Okay, is that cool? I'm sorry again, but I'm sure you'll do fine. Okay, great. I'll try to meet you back here afterwards. I should be free then, alright? Great, I'll see you tomorrow. No, he's gonna do. See, you shouldn't have left William alone. Is that the suit like malfunctioning? Yeah, he has nothing to say. I don't think it's malfunctioning on him. It's just, I think those are the references to the FNAF 3 rare screens that you would get. Who's ready for night 5? Oh, no. I'm so stressed because I know this is going to come collapsing down. And I can't figure out how to close Freddy off from getting to the Cam 9, which I know is going to need to be very important. First things first.
Hey, Scott. I hope you're doing all right. I feel like I'm going insane. I've had to work around that puppet a lot, and I know I sound like a broken record, but that thing is watching me. I swear, I saw it move on its own. I hate how we're gonna have to string that thing up. It's gonna be able to move around on a track, and it has to be on a track because it doesn't have an endoskeleton, which it just makes that thing creepier. And anyways, I'll let you go now. I know you're busy over there. Good night, Scott.
I knew it! Bonnie is now hyperactive. I don't care about Freddy at this point. I don't even know where Mr. FazBear is. Okay, there he is. Well, there. I was going to do that just to try to see if I could lock him out, but I guess it doesn't matter now. You're gone. You're not gone. Bonnie's getting closer. It did say when you see Bonnie at the door, so I guess I gotta wait till Bonnie's at the door to close it. Who moved? Usually the static doing that means someone moved. Don't look at me. Please don't look at me. Jeez, I'm so tense that this is just gonna get me every time. She's there. Bonnie is still there. She moved to the door. Freddy! As much as I love this song, stop shoving it in my face! Now he's not doing anything. Just because I hate you. That actually is a good thing. I should probably be using the fences on. Blocking Bonnie out. You're gone. You're there. Bump the door. Bam. Lock down that fence, because I think that's the straight shot into the building that I'm in. Rip Freddy's voice walks out. Up there, where's she's going? It's open. Woof. The first time that minigame happened, I was outside of the cameras, like this. So when I started hearing the minigame, it sucked, because I'm like, no! Because Torador March means death, usually. Chica is a fun thing. Chica's moving currently, and I would rather not be freaking out. Because if she moves from 4, then I gotta act quickly, and if you're doing that, I can't do that. No, please don't make me. Hey kid, come with me, I'll take you to Freddy's secret party room. Chica. Foxy. So, Susie. Fritz. the animatronics gone? Oh, they're still there. Jeremy, that's who gets stuffed into Bonnie. Cassidy is Golden Freddy. And Elizabeth is the puppet. Just not. I know, or not Elizabeth. Charlie's the puppet. I mean, Elizabeth in this timeline, but in canon FNAF, Charlie's the puppet. Freddy. Wait, who else? Do I actually need to find Golden Freddy? You're out. You're sticking out. Wait, don't tell me I need to go into the back room now. Then just spawn me in the back room if you're gonna make me do this. Then just spawn me in here. Please end the cutscene. Don't do anything horrible, please. You let your anger consume you. Charlie's talking. Have we already done it? You ignored our warnings. Apparently. And you will pay the price. They're all going to lurch forward, aren't they? Oh no, it's just you. But first, I have a question to ask. Was it worth it? I don't think Afton knew about Charlie bringing the others to life. 4 children are dead, and for what? Rich is still alive, you could have waited. Michael is still alive, you could have waited. But you didn't. I must go now. I have work to do. Goodbye, Mr. Afton. Don't springlock me. I will see you up ahead. Then again, springlocking doesn't happen until way later. But please don't do it. What's happening? Okay. I got a star! Night 6. That's gonna wait. This game has stressed me out so much already that I am going to wait to do Night 6. This has been a great fan game. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's Across the Street. I'll leave a link to its Game Jolt page in the description. This is great. It's fun. I love it. It's terrifying. I love it. And I would do Night 6 right now, but I kind of just need to I need to take a breather because that was horrifying. That was stressful. The only complaint I do have is how easy the mechanics are. Five Nights at Freddy's has diverse mechanics of the animatronics walking around, the watching Foxy, which is here, but the difficulty for some animatronics ramps up too much, and some doesn't. I did download this version of the game, 1.01 or 1.0.1, as it says down there. I did download that like a month and a half ago. I don't really remember. I said a month last time, but now that I'm thinking about it, it was probably longer. I downloaded this game, wanted to play it, but then as I said, my storage in my computer was full, so then I waited um, until I had more room, and now that I do, I've downloaded it and I've played it. Maybe it's more balanced in like an updated version, but as of right now, the game itself is it's a little too easy. I'm not gonna say easy because it is really stressful. However, I did lock down a mechanic, which in my previous recording, which I can't really show because I deleted it, and you wouldn't have been able to see anything anyway. I did fumble the first time I played it in that recording. I did fumble, which caused me to die a lot on night 3. But as you saw, as I had through my failure experiences and through um, the learning curve being more accepting, me accepting the learning curve more, being able to figure out what happened here, and me not being stressed by seeing Freddy moving on night two really kind of helped set the stage. Like, you will die if you don't know what you're doing, but once you figure out what to do, you will be absolutely fine. Which I did lock down the strategy of watching the three cameras because Freddy never turned out to be a problem. As long as you were like, yes, it's stressful to get for the maze portion of the minigame. It is very stressful for that. However, the lullaby mechanic, I feel like there probably could be a cooldown on the button that would allow you to not just rapidly spam it, keeping Foxy at bay, which keeping Foxy at bay is essential for Five Nights at Freddy's games. However, he is meant to be there to increase the difficulty. And once you just kind of eliminate him with his, once you eliminate him with the music box, it's just kind of a breeze. Yes, there are times that Freddy's, like, it'll deactivate, and there's a chance Freddy, like, the music box will deactivate. There's a chance that Freddy will be able to spam his maze, making Foxy wake up and have a chance to kill you. But that never happened with me. Maybe, as I said, I did download this. There's probably an update that came out that balances this, but as of this build, and unless this wasn't fixed in an update, I do want to express that there could be a little more balancing. Maybe give a cooldown to the Foxy button. Make Freddy's like it's random. Freddy's maze game is random. It can either happen back to back or across the span of a couple in-game hours. And that's not a bad thing. It's just once you lock down a certain thing, it was never a problem. Like, even when Chica was close, I was able to beat it and fix Chica. Now, I'm not saying make the maze harder because that will just make it unnecessarily difficult. I'm saying maybe have it to where I don't know, maybe I wouldn't say increase the animatronics aggression during the maze because that could lead to even more unranged difficulty. I'm just saying it gets a little too easy, especially with the Foxy and Freddy mechanic. I think Freddy should. Freddy can have his mechanic, but I think also he has a chance to kill you. Maybe instead of just staying in camera 9, Freddy has the ability to leave during the maze game. The maze game, and that he's coming for you. Not even the doors will be able to hold him back. Like, and then you beat the maze game, and he leaves you alone to go back and try again with the maze game. Because having only two main animatronics that kill you, it's a little easy. Because as you saw, Bonnie didn't ever go to kill me. He was just stuck there, and I think he was at a fence door too, or fence cam, where you could close the fence on him. And that's not a bad thing. It's just he stood there for a long time, even before I realized that you could stall him, or you could close the fence on him. And another thing, stalling on the cameras. I like that this game actually takes the stalling mechanic and uses it, because Five Nights at Freddy's has a small issue with the stalling on the cameras mechanic. In Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 3, you're able to watch the animatronics on the camera and stall them. However, as many people do point out, later on in the first in the first two games, camera watching is a problem. You only end up focusing on one camera and never end up really watching the rest of the building. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 suffers from this especially. Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is a little different because in later nights you do have to watch Freddy as he bounces between the door and the hall cam. However, Foxy is still an issue, and so you have to bounce that. You're only really focusing on three cameras instead of the other two animatronics, which you're supposed to be able to stall, even though it doesn't always work. And that's another thing Five Nights at Freddy's 3 kind of suffered with. The staticky cameras. And while I love Five Nights at Freddy's 3, there were a couple problems. Springtrap was able to move while you were looking at him. The camera can flicker, and that is the point. There is only one animatronic in the building, so just making it to where he can't move on the cameras is annoying, which is why the audio noise is there to make him move around. But the fact that Springtrap moves so easily on the cameras is kind of a problem. Being able to watch him. That's also why the phantoms are there, so that you can't just constantly use the cameras. But still, Springtrap moves a little too easily, and all the other animatronics that you do watch with cameras throughout the other games just tend to move while you're watching them. Again, and this game suffers from the opposite. You can completely keep any animatronic still in a camera while you're watching them. Flipping back and forth between Bonnie and Chica allowed me to just stall Bonnie completely, even with using the fence. I feel like if the animatronics moved more while you were looking at them, and yes, Chica did move while I was looking at her, but it tended to be more that I swapped off a camera to go check on the others or restart Foxy's music box that she moved. And so the animatronic, so Bonnie was never really a threat, never ended up at my door. And even in the earlier nights, he doesn't move at all, which is kind of a problem. Like my previous playthrough, night 3 allowed he moved one camera. He moved into cam 5, and he stayed there the entire time I was playing. I never beat the night, but he never moved. And I feel like if the animatronics moved a lot more frequently, then you could kind of have to do the juggling act that Five Nights at Freddy's is known for. Being able to balance Fox, that would also, and for this mechanic, it would also work without a cooldown to Foxy's button because you're watching Chica, but then you go back to the camera where Bonnie once was. Oh, he's moved. Gotta search for him real quick. Foxy's out. You can, if you have the, but your stress of finding Bonnie might prevent you from turning the music box back on. Unless, of course, and then I would also make Foxy not immediately kill you. Because that's also an issue. Foxy is too quick to kill you once his music box runs out. As seen on night 1, when he's not even active, he killed me because I wasn't watching the cameras, which I do like. Give the player a reason to use the cameras. But the constant spam of the music box and Foxy's immediate killing of you is kind of iffy. In Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 4, he's in progressive stages that you can stall him in. Five Nights at Freddy's 4, you can actually progress him backwards, which this music box does seem to emulate, progressing him backwards. Because a few times throughout this Let's Play, or like one time and a couple times in the last recording that I had, the failed recording, he was standing up, like he got up. There were a couple of different camera shots of him standing up, but it's still way too quick between them. Slowing Foxy's aggravation down between the music box. It's kind of like the puppet in FNAF 2. Won't immediately leave. It'll give you like a few seconds before you need to rewind it again before the puppet leaves. Do that with Foxy. Make it to where he won't immediately leave after a couple of seconds, giving you a chance to find the other animatronics and the more aggressive animatronics. Chica was the only real aggressive threat here, and Bonnie was the one taking his sweet time to get to me. Sure, on night 5 there, he zipped all the way to cam 1, but once he was on cam 1, he didn't move. And you are told on night 1 that Bonnie and Chica should be the ones to look out for, which never happened. In my previous recording, when I hit continue instead of new game, Bonnie and Chica never moved. I don't know if that's because hitting continue actually bugs the game for night 1 and freezes the animatronics. But then again, Bonnie did stand up the first time I hit continue by accident, so I'm not sure. Anyway, I love this game. I will try to get back to night 6. I know I said in Five Nights at Candy's that I would do night 6. I do plan on doing Five Nights at Candy's night 6. It's just recently I've been trying to juggle games around so that it's not the same thing every video. I also do want to continue Escape the Ayawoki. But for now, this is FNAF across the street. And I've rambled on long enough about what I think about the game. It's a good game. I don't want anyone to think that I hate it or that it's bad. It's a good game, and it's stressful. Had the first recording come out and gone correctly, you would have seen me stressing the crap out. Everything would have been it was really stressful. Anyway, that's FNAF Across the Street, and that's it for this video. This is going to be a pretty long video, but this is a really worth it game. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.